Hello and welcome back to the SAP with Google Cloud podcast. I am your host Ghanshyam, and today we have two Google experts with us, Manas Srivastava, a customer engineer, and Devesh Singh, an application engineer. Today we are diving into the exciting ways Google Cloud is transforming manufacturing. Over the next 20 minutes, we will uncover how Google Cloud is tackling the unique challenges manufacturers face and explore the tools that seamlessly integrate business data into ERP systems. Get ready for a conversation packed with insights and solutions. But first, let's get to know our guests a bit better. Manas and Devesh, please tell us a little about yourself.
Sure. Thanks, Ghanshyam, for having me here today. Hello, everyone. I'm Manas Srivastava, and I've been a SAP Specialist Technical Architect for over 18 years. In my current role, I'm responsible for helping enterprise customers on their digital transformation journey and help them automate, optimize, and modernize their business processes using Google Cloud Services.
Hello, I'm Devesh. I'm part of SAP Core Engineering team at Google Cloud, and here our primary focus is to build products which enables SAP customers to easily and seamlessly consume Google Cloud services. For me, it has been little more than 12 years in the industry in SAP ecosystem on application development and solutioning side.
Great. With that, let's get started. In the era of Industry 4.0, what are the most significant obstacles manufacturers face as they strive to become smart factories? What are the most common roadblocks or bottlenecks they encounter, Manas?
Absolutely. Some of the big challenges these companies face, Ghanshyam, is that they have got a lot of systems that don't talk to each other. So it creates those data swamps where information gets lost and it's hard to get useful insights. These systems are often pretty rigid, so it's tough to switch things up on the fly when production needs changes. And I mean, as you can attest, right, production needs changes all the time based on the demand and based on the customer's need. Another big thing is that disconnect between the IT and the operational folks. So essentially the IT and OT, which leads to lack of clear vision for technology. Then scaling up is a pain too for these customers. It's not easy to roll out solutions across multiple production lines where everything is so disjointed. And to top it off, there just aren't enough people with the right skills to make the most of the latest technology in manufacturing setting. It's a real talent crunch is going on for these manufacturing customers.
Well, that's a great point. What are the consequences if organizations fail to address these challenges and fall behind in pursuit of Industry 4.0 transformation? What's at risk for their business operations and competitiveness?
Well, it's a lot. It's imperative for manufacturing companies to embrace Industry 4.0, as those that fail to do so will find themselves at a significant disadvantage. First off, they'll fall off behind the competition. Companies using stuff like automation, data analytics, and AI are going to be way more efficient, cheaper, and will have better products for their customers. Plus, their old systems and manual processes are more likely to break down, cause error, and create delays. Industry 4.0 fixes all that with things like predictive maintenance, real time monitoring, and smoother workflows. Then there's meeting customers' demand. Industry 4.0 lets companies to be more flexible with production, customize products easily, and react to market changes quickly. If they don't have that, they lose customers to more agile companies. And then don't forget about safety and quality. Things like collaborative robots, smart sensors make the workplace safer and products better because they minimize human mistakes and improve precision. And then finally, nobody wants to work somewhere that's stuck in the past, right? Skilled workers are drawn to modern, high tech places. If they don't embrace Industry 4.0, it will be tough to find and keep good talent, which means they can't innovate and grow. So that problem of talent crunch gonna be aggravated a lot. In essence, disregarding the implication of Industry 4.0 possesses a significant risk for organizations in the current competitive landscape. It presents significant challenges to maintaining innovation, profitability, and long term sustainability. So, as you see, it's a lot they'll miss if they don't kind of adopt this, right?
Right, that makes perfect sense. Now, I wanted to know Google is known for its innovative work in the manufacturing sector. Could you elaborate on some of the key initiatives and solutions aimed at helping manufacturers achieve their goals?
Absolutely. So Google has come up with an accelerator framework called Manufacturing Data Engine to help customer in this industry. Think of MDE like a big organizer for factory data. It takes all that scattered information and makes it easy to find and use for everyone in the company. MDE goes way beyond an enterprise data warehouse. It handles the end to end need of ingestion from factory floor devices such as PLC, SCADA, and MES using Manufacturing Connect. MD can add extra context to the data to enrich it and make it even more useful. It's like adding labels and notes to a photo so you know exactly what's going on. And the cool thing is, you can customize how it adds that context to fit your specific needs. Next, it stores everything securely in Google Cloud using different databases, BigQuery, Bigtable, or Google Cloud Storage for different data types. From here, customers can use Data Engine API to build analytics dashboards using Looker or machine learning models using Vertex AI. If I have to talk about the benefits of MDE, right, it has some real advantages. It is built to be quick. It's built to be quick to set up. You're taking an hour in a standard Google Cloud environment because we have kind of customized that into templates which are available for our customers to use. And even for something more complex, it's going to take few hours or days to kind of customize it as per the customer's need. And if you have to hook up machines to get the data flowing, they have, like, there is a tool which I just mentioned about Manufacturing Connect, which allows them to connect it to their shop floor devices and have that data being like pulled over to the Google Cloud. So as you see, it's like pretty straightforward and simple for the customers to set it up with all the Google Cloud services.
Actually, that opens up exciting possibilities. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room, data security. How does Google protect customers' data, and how can businesses leverage some of the AI capabilities to further enhance their security?
Absolutely. Now, as I said, like, customers will have this whole thing set up in their own Google Cloud environment, which means they are in full control, right? It's like you build the platform yourself. So you can add on all sorts of other Google Cloud tools and services depending upon the use case you want to address. Plus, you own all your data and how it's processed. So you don't have to worry about anyone else getting their hands onto it. Additionally, it's super easy to extend MDE. So I know you talked about how we can unlock use cases around AI, generative AI, right? Now, what you can do
Yep.
is use any of the Google Cloud integration right out of the box, or you can get add-ons on specific use cases, either one Google builds or once we have like our partners building on top of this framework. It helps in increasing the plant effectiveness by improving the overall equipment effectiveness, helps in avoiding unplanned downtime, and unlocks use cases like predictive maintenance. Not only that, once customers have the data in Google Cloud, they can make use of generative AI, LLMs to build conversational chatbots to make it easy for factory workers to find a solution to an equipment problem by just typing some details rather than spending hours reading through the manuals. So that's how it will make life of manufacturing customers easy by like kind of using these services and using this particular framework.
Wow, that's great. You mentioned predictive maintenance, which is a critical aspect of Industry 4.0. Could you delve deeper into how predictive maintenance can be further automated? What technologies or approaches are involved in achieving this level of automation?
Absolutely. So, as you can attest to, right, we need automation at every piece. So, now you know that we can unlock predictive maintenance, how we can make sure that we close that loop and automate this predictive maintenance where we can use data intelligence from MDE to proactively identify that there is going to be an issue with an equipment based on the metrics collected and deviation from standard operating thresholds and trigger an event to the backend enterprise application that the customer might be using. So basically closing the loop and automating that predictive maintenance. So this will then create a service or procurement order. Now, obviously, depending upon what kind of issue that particular device is, and then it helps in like like basically dealing with all the next steps and eventually completing that request. Now, for this particular prototype, we have assumed SAP as the backend system and have used ABAP SDK for SAP to build that integration between the insights that are coming from MDE and how it is integrated with SAP to automate this whole predictive maintenance.
That's impressive. Now, Devesh, could you please provide more details about the ABAP SDK for SAP and its specific applications in a manufacturing context? How does it facilitate the integration of SAP systems?
Yes, absolutely. So Google Cloud APIs can be integrated with customers' central systems and they can help enable various industry innovations. Usually, customers go for ERP systems such as SAP, Salesforce, etc., to manage their enterprise data and also their business processes. And they can also think of consuming Google services using the REST API support that Google Cloud provides out of the box for each API. Now Google Cloud also provides out-of-the-box SDKs such as Java SDK, Python SDK, etc., which the customer's IT team can utilize and think of building enterprise applications by consuming these services. Now to cater specifically for SAP developers who develop applications in Advanced Business Application Programming Language, in short called ABAP, we have built something called ABAP SDK for Google Cloud to enable this ecosystem of developers to consume Google Cloud services natively from their development environment. And how do they do that? Each API is enabled as an ABAP class. ABAP is an object-oriented language, and they can invoke these classes from their enterprise application logic using their known syntax and from their known development environment. And doing so, they can bring the power of Google Cloud to their SAP architecture.
Well, those are some excellent points. Now, I'm sure the audience would like to see this in action. So, Devesh, could you please double click on the technical flow and show us this in action?
Yes, of course. So I would like to take the example of predictive maintenance that Manas just talked about. Say there's a car manufacturing company which uses water-based shot blaster equipment to clean and smoothen the car parts which are coming out of production. And this is a very crucial step in their assembly line, and they would like to monitor the performance of the equipment and predict any failures to preemptively perform some maintenance before the equipment actually fails. The plant manager looks for a robust solution to manage the equipment and maintenance centrally and efficiently. This would help prevent any downtimes due to assembly line disruption, and also avoid some catastrophic failures and expensive repairs. And guess what? MDE comes to rescue. This reference architecture here showcases how MDE can be used to ingest sensor data from shop floor equipment and integrate with other Google Cloud services like Cloud PubSub, Looker, and also with customer central ERP system such as SAP to build an end-to-end predictive maintenance solution.
Now let's look at the end-to-end implementation flow in real time. Vibration sensors can be mounted on the equipment to stream shaft vibrations of the motor to MDE. Here for the demo, I will be manually simulating some anomalies in an otherwise perfect stream. MDE can have either machine learning models or statistical rules to detect any anomalies in the pattern of the received vibration stream. If an anomaly is detected, it's an event in MDE and a maintenance request can be raised by the plant manager. This can also be automated, as in when a request is placed, a maintenance notification with equipment details can be sent to a Cloud PubSub topic. An SAP automation program can be running in the background using ABAP SDK to continually monitor this topic for any new maintenance request. In case of a new request, it uses the SDK to pull in the notification and create a maintenance order in SAP for follow-on business processes. The order has equipment and maintenance notification data sent from MDE. It also sends an order create notification using the SDK to another Cloud PubSub topic to loop back the SAP data to a BigQuery dataset to show in a centralized Looker-based dashboard. The plant manager can look at this dashboard to centrally monitor all the maintenance activities and updates. As and when the status of the order changes in customer's source of truth, which is SAP, ABAP SDK can be used to relay the same to BigQuery by publishing an order change notification to another Cloud PubSub topic. This is an end-to-end showcase of how customers can think of leveraging the power of MDE to manage their shop floor data.
Thank you, Devesh, for the great demo. It was an enlightening discussion. To wrap up, what are the first steps manufacturers should take to embark on their Industry 4.0 journey, how can they get started with implementing these transformative technologies, Manas?
Sure. I mean, they can reach out to their Google account team or refer to our public documentation. Uh, we'll set up an intro discovery call to understand the use case. As I said, every customers may have different use case, and the framework that we have provides them like an accelerator to start with it, and they can always customize it based on their specific needs. Even the deployment automation that we have will at least give them something to start with, and then obviously there are few use cases that are available out of the box. There are certain use cases that we have worked with our partners to build on top of this framework. So it all depends upon the use case. So once we do that intro and discovery call with the customer, understand their use case, we'll be able to advise them accordingly.
Excellent point. We will be sure to include those resources in the show notes. Now, thank you, Manas and Devesh, for sharing your valuable insights and expertise on the manufacturing data engine. This has been a truly informative discussion. And before we sign off, don't forget to subscribe to our podcast for more insightful discussions on SAP and Google Cloud. Until next time, happy cloud computing.
Thanks, Ghanshyam.
Thanks,
Thanks, Devesh.
thanks, Ghanshyam.